stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Good morning. Looks like we are off and running. It's KCHW 102.7. And quite possibly technical difficulties. Oh, no, here we go.
That never happens here.
Yeah, just a couple technical difficulties. Oh, we are here. Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Kind of a duplicate for those that are listening on Facebook. I forgot to unclick one of the buttons. We are actually coming to you, both of us, on your screen if you're watching online today, from the state of Maine. Welcoming back to the show. He's been here a few times. It's my maybe son-in-law-to-be, Jet Timmons. Thanks for being here this morning, Jet.
Always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be here.
All right. Sorry that was so loud.
That's all right.
All right. We're going to get things going and start off with a little bit of weather. And in Chewelah for you guys, sun today with a mix of clouds, a high of 99, another warm one, 67 for an overnight low tonight under mostly cloudy skies. For your Saturday and your Sunday, 95 and 96 respectively, partly cloudy on Saturday, sunny on Sunday. And then for Monday, you've actually got a 15% chance of rain, clouds, and you're going to drop all the way down to 88, which will probably be a very, very nice reprieve from them for all the hot weather they've been having.
Right. Holy moly, it's been hot over there.
It has. A little bit easier for us, though, here in Maine.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're hanging out at 78 today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Feels good. It's nice cloudy day.
All right. Kind of warm for the state of Maine, Saturday and Sunday. 88 both days with sunshine on Saturday and clouds on Sunday. So
very good.
We got a nice weekend for us, too. But right now we're catering to you folks in Chewelah.
Wish you were all here.
Uh-huh. All right. Going to start off with a few news headlines this morning so I can close some windows. I can see it's taxing my computer system. It's warning me. All right, so if we disappear, you know why. We're having technical difficulties.
Too much news.
All right, after an infusion of cousin Bruce Banner's gamma-irradiated blood transforms her into a She-Hulk, Jen Walters initially wanted nothing to do with being a superhero. I'm talking about the new She-Hulk Disney series. Have you seen this advertised?
I have not. I've seen it advertised. I've not seen the show.
All right, so this isn't going to be your typical superhero television series, as we've had several throughout the past few years.
Too many.
Of course, Hulk is Marvel, and it is a half-hour comedy show called She-Hulk: Attorney at Law.
Dun dun dun.
I can see why she had reservations about doing the show. I mean, as a geek,
Yeah.
I like the superhero stuff, but attorney at law. So
she's just an attorney.
Yeah.
Does she cover superhero damage or?
I don't know that much of it, but she does say she resisted it for a while, taking the job. But she said then she read a script and was like, this is not what I expected. It's a deeply human story. And it's funny and embarrassing and kind of mundane in a great way.
Oh,
so
okay.
she took the job. And that is Tatiana Maslany.
Very good.
All right. She looks very cute.
Yeah.
And she looks good in green.
That's the most important part.
Yes.
You're going to play She-Hulk.
Yes, and it looks like I can't remember his name. The guy that played the Hulk the last time.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, it looks like he's making a cameo on the show because it's got some promo pictures of them together. If you're into that,
I see.
And I'm kind of squatting today. I need to adjust my mic, and it's because Mooch the cat has stolen my chair. And of course, she's went through all the radiation treatment. I really don't feel like making her move. So.
It'll get you all radiated if you move her. You can't touch her.
Yeah. So I'm not supposed to hang out with her for more than 20 minutes at a time.
Man, that'd be so hard.
She was laying on my lap for an hour last night. So I'm sterile.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But we're almost at the 2-week point where I could stop, so I figured it was probably okay.
I think you're probably okay from the start. I don't know why they're so strict about it. It was weird.
A lot of the rules for that, and if you've ever had thyroid therapy with radioactive iodine, I'm sure there's a couple people out there, they've been through the same thing. They had to be in a lead room. But some of the rules that they gave me totally... I don't know, cancel each other out. Like, okay, don't be around her for more than 20 minutes at a time, just a few times a day, and stay 3 to 6 feet away. But it's okay if other animals are longer. And then they told me what to do with the cat box. But and I said, well, what if there's other animals in the house? Oh, that doesn't matter. That's fine. It's like, okay, apparently it doesn't matter if the animals get radiated.
I guess not.
Short lifespan?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
Me neither.
All right. So moving along this morning, news headlines. Drought across the planet.
You seen those pictures from Lake Mead? Those are terrifying.
Yes, and I talked about that a few weeks ago. New ones that are probably just as terrifying. The dolmen of Guadalajara.
I've never heard of that.
That is in Spain.
Okay.
It is the Spanish Stonehenge. Did you know Spain had a Stonehenge too?
I didn't.
Most Spaniards didn't either because it was underwater.
Well, yeah, that would do it.
All right, so dolmens are vertically arranged stones that usually support a flat boulder or capstone. How they become erected, however, remains a mystery.
I guess we'll never know, especially if they're covered in water.
Yeah. It's common to find human remains near dolmens across Europe, and it is believed that the structures served as tombs. But that's kind of weird when you see Stonehenge. I don't think it was a tomb. It looks like it was more for sacrifices. And I've heard that theory before too.
Yeah, I've heard the sacrifice thing. I've heard that it had something to do with the solstice as like a timekeeper. I don't know.
Yeah, like it was some kind of clock or something like
sure
that.
Sure can't ask them. That's for sure.
I know. All right, dolmen was last visible in 2019 when Europe was facing a drought. 2019 drought was the first time the entire structure became visible since it was flooded in 1963, according to NASA. Now, let's see. They had it is a megalithic dolmen of great value that is now, for the first time, and who knows if it'll be the last, fully accessible.
Okay.
Very cool, huh?
I guess so. I mean,
trying to get the van off there.
Look at some old rocks buried in water.
Yeah. All right, so you can check that out on Yahoo this morning if you want to see some pictures of it themselves. But a Spanish Stonehenge looks a lot more worn down than the one in Europe. You can see it over there.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'll grab a screenshot and put it through the video camera. But I'm gonna cheat you out of that today because we're running so many apps because we're broadcasting from Maine this morning that it's taxing the computer, and sometimes when you do those screen captures, our video feed locks up. So we're gonna skip that, but it is on Yahoo if you want to see it. That is our first drought story. Okay, so such a drought in Spain that they can see these, which they haven't seen since the 60s when they did a water reclamation project and put them underwater.
I see.
Which was a horrible thing to do to something like that, right?
I think so.
I think so too. All right, Danube. Water levels on the Danube. Okay, we're going to Prahovo, Serbia. Europe's worst drought in years has pushed the mighty river Danube to one of its lowest levels in almost a century, exposing the hulks of dozens of explosives-laden German warships sunk during World War II near Serbia's river port town of Prahovo, if I'm saying that right. Prahovo.
Wow. So a bunch of German warships with bombs.
Still in them.
Do you think the bombs are still good? Do you think somebody's going to bump into one?
I bet you that some of them may be waterlogged and ruined, but who's going to take a chance? You want to go down there and tap on one with a hammer, see what happens?
German roulette.
This year's drought in Serbia, viewed by scientists as a consequence of global warming, has exposed more than 20 hulks on a stretch of the Danube River, which many still contain tons of ammunition and explosives that do pose a danger to shipping.
Okay, all right.
All right. So this is some more pictures on Yahoo if you want to see them for yourself. It's not looking very good.
That's,
All right.
I don't like looking at those. It's too spooky.
All right. I think I have one more depressing water story. Millions in East Africa facing starvation due to drought. World Health Organization warned on Wednesday that East Africa faces the threat of starvation. Speaking at a media briefing in Geneva, WHO director said that the drought, climate change, rising prices, and an ongoing civil war in northern Ethiopia are all contributing to the worsening food security. Over 50 million people in East Africa will face acute food insecurity this year. A study from late July by the WHO program in food and agriculture, roughly 7 million children are suffering from malnourishment, and that is according to the United Nations. So
That's too bad.
Scary, scary stuff. All right, we're going to pause for a second. We got some hum in the background, and now it's gone.
There we go. Easy fix.
Is that how today is going to go?
I
All
guess
right,
so.
so bear with us if you hear funny sounds. And thanks for being here anyway.
Oh, anytime.
Anytime? I
Well,
wasn't talking to you.
Oh,
I was talking to the people who might have to put up with the hum. All right, moving on to health stories, and then we're going to get to the fun stuff.
oh, good.
All right? Maybe.
Maybe.
No. All right, here you go. Polio. Numbers climbing.
Yeah, I heard about this. This is
Danger,
crazy.
and polio's bad and
It is.
dangerous to anybody who hasn't been vaccinated. Most of us were vaccinated back in that are my age back in school. Did you get a polio vaccine?
You know, I don't remember if I got polio. I'll have to check. Now that it's coming back, I'm probably going to get one anyway.
And I can't remember if polio. Maybe somebody will post on our Facebook feed. Maybe I don't remember if polio if that was the one that left you with the round scar. So there was one vaccination that everybody that got it, you get a weird little round scar on your
Yeah.
arm from the vaccination, and I have one of those. Also, U.S. monkeypox cases have passed the 14,000 mark.
That's just disease after disease after disease.
Oh, it's horrible. It's up 30% from a week ago.
That's
At least this one isn't as life-threatening as COVID could be.
It's
It's going
grosser,
to be
though.
really, yeah.
It's way grosser. I think it's way grosser.
And there is still a chance of getting like a chest cold and stuff with it too, but less of a chance of dying than COVID,
Yeah.
at least so far.
I just think I don't know why it is that it grosses me out so bad. The skin rash, the fact that it came from a monkey, that just... bleh.
Hopefully it doesn't mutate into orangutan pox because those guys are ugly. yeah, it's even scarier, orangutan pox.
Gives you really long arms.
Yeah. Also, more things to be scared about. High heat this summer, drought everywhere. Guess what's back? Brain-eating amoebas.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, suspected in the second Midwest death, a child passed away from this rare infection caused by brain-eating amoebas after swimming in an eastern Nebraska river.
Gross. Just don't swim in rivers. Don't swim in rivers. Don't swim in lakes. Just swim in the bathtub.
It's time to get a pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, you can, if you don't take care of your pool, you can grow stuff in there too.
Yeah. We started to, but I dumped a bunch of chlorine in there, and it seems to do better
Seems
now.
to have zapped it.
Yep.
All right, now let's get into some fun stuff. Yellowstone National Park employee found what appears to be a partial human foot.
Ooh. What a find. Does he get to keep it?
See, I said this was fun stuff. That's just wrong, isn't it?
Did it have the sock and the shoe and everything?
Yeah, I guess there was a shoe by it. Let's find out. It was in a hot spring this week, and this is according to park officials. Foot was still inside a shoe floating in the Abyss Pool, which is near the West Thumb Geyser Basin. Morgan Worthen, a public affairs officer of National Yellowstone, shared the statement. He said an investigation has been underway since the foot was found on Tuesday. No additional details were available Thursday afternoon.
Man, what a day at work. You get to go home and say, guess what I found?
Well, if he's still in the park, they should be able to find him because he's going to be hopping.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably eaten by the buffalo.
That's really bad, isn't it? That's not even funny.
I think it's pretty
It's not
funny.
even funny. All right, Bispool in the southern area of the national park in Wyoming is a 53-foot hot spring, one of the deepest in Yellowstone. Rangers temporarily closed access to the West Thumb Geyser Basin after the shoe was found. It has been reopened for visitors because they can't find anything else to go along with that foot.
Man, I'd be pissed if the hot spring I was going to was closed just because they found a foot. Come on. Need to find at least 3 feet in there before I'm not going.
So I've been there to Yellowstone, I think 3 times, and I have never seen Old Faithful go off.
Really?
Every time I've went, it's like I'm the curse of Old Faithful. No, it doesn't go on. I mean, it goes off like clockwork until Scott shows up. So every time I've went, I've missed it.
I've never been. I've never actually been to Yellowstone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I lived only 2 hours away from it for like 20 years. Never went.
That's like living in Chihuahua, never learning how to ski.
Yeah. What do you do?
All right, that hum's back. And it's gone. We're going to work that one like a rib all morning. All right, so there we have a foot. All right, how about this story? I really like this one. Wanted to share it. I know we got a good signal up in Wellpennant. Next month, NASA is sending a new crew to the space station, and this time there will be a Native American woman aboard.
Cool. Very
Yes.
neat.
Astronaut Nicole Anapu-Man of the Wailaki of the Round Valley Indian tribes will be mission commander responsible for all phases of flight. She'll go to the International Space Station on September 29th, and then NASA says it's very exciting. She was talking in the newspaper Indian Country today. She said, I think it's important that we communicate this to our community so that other Native American kids realize that some of those barriers that used to be there are really starting to get broken down. Miss Mann added that she says in her allocated 3.3 pounds of personal items, she will take a dream catcher that her mother gave her when she was very young. According to the Indigenous Foundation, dream catchers symbolize unity and provide protection. Miss Mann will be with 3 colleagues on the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft as part of the Crew 5 mission. I think that's very exciting.
That is really exciting. Did you hear? You probably did this recently, that where they sent people to the moon on the Artemis mission. Have you read about that?
There's no one going to the moon. It's mannequins.
Oh, I thought they said they were going to the moon.
They are going to the moon.
Well, yeah.
Any day now. But, yeah, it is just... I
think they launched yesterday.
They put a lot of personal effects in the rocket and mannequins. Actually, no people. Come on.
What's the
Really?
point?
Yeah, exactly.
We sent people to the moon almost 80 years ago.
I know, and that's what I said. They're acting like there's some big problem with getting back to the moon. Why don't you just, if you can't, we don't have space shuttles anymore. You think you could pull out the old plans and build a '60s rocket?
Yeah, if they could.
Don't you have blueprints?
Yeah.
Unless it never really happened.
What are we paying Elon all that money for? Can't even get people on the moon.
Yeah, and what does he charge? What does he charge America to go up in a space to get our stuff up to the space station?
I don't even know. Too much money?
Yeah, because I don't think the Russians are going to share any more of those rockets with us after what's going on in Ukraine.
Definitely not.
But that is one kind of nice thing. There's still Russians and Americans on the International Space Station.
For now, I thought they were pulling them off. I thought the Russians were going to pull them off the station.
Not so far, because there was a report yesterday of one that stole the Ukrainian spacesuit.
Just like a Russian.
That was a bad joke.
Aww.
All right, good or bad, scientists hope to revive Tasmanian tigers from extinction. It's been nearly 100 years since the Tasmanian tiger's extinction. It looks more like a coyote crossed with a tiger. But the marsupial may live once again. Earlier this year, scientists at the University of Melbourne established a research lab dedicated to developing technologies that could bring back the carnivorous marsupial. Sounds like we need it.
Yeah.
Officially known as a thylacine, that died out in the 1930s and reintroduced into its native Australian island of Tasmania. All right, now with a $5 million donation from earlier this year and a new partnership with a Texas-based genetic engineering company called Colosso Biosciences, which is also working on a project to recreate the woolly mammoth.
Good. We need those.
Dinosaurs are next, folks. Go watch that new Jurassic Park Dominion and you know what's headed our way.
That's what's working.
All right. So, the woolly mammoth in an altered form and returned it to the Arctic tundra. Scientists are harnessing advances in genetics, ancient DNA retrieval, and artificial reproduction to bring back the animals to the land of the living. This is kind of scary.
I don't know what their obsession is with bringing back animals that are dangerous. All I hope is that they give the Tasmanian devil the ability to spin around like he did in the cartoons in the little tornado.
Yeah, doesn't quite look like that guy. All right, and it's not a Tasmanian devil; it's a Tasmanian tiger.
I thought they were the same thing.
No, they're not. No.
Just both carnivorous.
Yes. The team plans to take stem cells from living marsupial species with similar DNA and turn them into thylacine cells to bring back the extinct species or a very close approximation of it. This sounds like something that could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I want to ask these scientists if they've seen a single movie. That's okay.
All right. Now you can see it does look like a little coyote or something with tiger stripes.
It does.
So,
it's kind of gross. It
find
looks
this
like a chupacabra.
totally unnecessary.
I do too. I mean, I guess it's sad. It's sad that humans made it go extinct, but
do we need to bring it back?
I guess I don't know.
All right. I sure would like a clone, though. I feel like time's ticking away.
You want to clone yourself?
I want a clone, and then I want to remove its brain and put my brain in the clone body and start over at, like, I don't know, 28?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. A few things I'd do differently.
If you hang in there long enough, Elon's going to get working on that.
Is he?
Cyber transplant.
Nice.
Yep, that's next.
All right, Liz Cheney in the news today. She lost among Wyoming voters. One contest where she emerged victorious, though, was the money race against her Trump-endorsed opponent. She raised over $15 million for her campaign versus the $4.4 that Harry Hagman did. She lost by 40 percentage points because Trump was really pushing Hageman, and people were really mad at her. But Cheney responded to her widely expected defeat with a quick pivot. She launched a new political guilt for herself aimed at a possible run for president, and she, with all that money she raised, she's totally flush with cash.
Yep. Not that she needed it.
But it looks like we're going to have another lady running for president.
I mean, that's cool. I don't feel sorry for her. She is just sleeping in the bed that her father made for her.
You're not a fan.
Not a fan of Liz Cheney.
All right. I am surprised at that she's went with against a lot of people in her own property, and I got to give her some respect for that.
I can respect her for that, but the opinions that she still voted with Trump like 98% of the time. So let's not get too.
Okay.
She still hates abortion.
By the way, if you haven't noticed, he's a lefty.
A little bit.
A little bit. Just a
I'm
little.
neither.
Just a little. Yeah, you are.
I have good opinions from both sides. I still like guns. That's a good. I went and interviewed some guys for the paper that have a firearm training company, and I was really worried that I was going to make them mad. I was worried that my take on it was going to make them upset. But I got a message from one of them yesterday saying that he liked the piece.
Right up.
Just kind of upset because I accidentally misquoted him on one thing. But something minor.
All right. Jet works at the local newspaper. What's the name of the newspaper here in Lincoln?
It's called the Lincoln News.
The Lincoln News. He's a reporter.
I am.
And you got to see him when he leaves from work. He's all like looking like Paperboy or something.
I get all jazzed up in my nice overshirts.
Puts away his hair. He's got his long hair on right now, turned sideways. He's a hippie.
I am.
All right.
Working on donating it. I'm going to give it to cancer kids.
All right. Some local news that we can roll out. Downtown Strategies presentation last Thursday about a 5-year plan for the city of Chihuahua. We're going to rebroadcast that in case you missed it. That will be Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Michelle's gone today because she's on vacation and for a few days, but she's got me all set up. I'm going to do some work today. I'll get that added in. That should air at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. So check that out. Find out what's in store for our town.
That's important. It's important to go to those meetings. Go to those town meetings. You'll be surprised at what goes on there.
Here's a little tease for part 2 of today's show. We have an odd news story from Spokane, Washington. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's quite the odd place anyway. Not a big surprise. You think actually Spokane would be in there a lot more often than it is.
They used to be on Cops all the time. A bunch of the episodes of Cops were filmed in Spokane.
Let's see. Phillip is. Oh, I got a note from Phillip. We're wondering where Phillip is today. He says he's having technical difficulties.
Oh no!
All right. So did we. He said hopefully revolve soon. I don't see him trying to break into our room though, so maybe he couldn't swing that. We'll keep an eye out for you, Phillip, if you're tuned in on the radio this morning as well. Let's see. We got that taken care of. Let's move on this morning then to what we like to call. Bits and breaks. It's kind of the fun, some fun stuff to get you ready.
Hooray!
Hooray! All right. I seem to be on the wrong year. Uh-huh. All right. First one this morning. Signs your guy is too needy.
That's me.
Yeah. All right. Then you go ahead. Roll this out. What are some signs that a guy's too needy?
All right. Well, the first one here is he sends sweet messages to you all day long. That does get old.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. I like a message here and there, but, don't. If I'm busy, leave me alone.
Is that what Lindsay told you?
Sometimes she tells me that.
Sometimes? Okay.
She's usually she texts me more than I text her, especially at work.
A little closer to the microphone?
Yes.
There
here we go.
you go. There he is.
I just don't want to scream at everybody.
Yeah, don't scream. It's okay. All right. Keep going.
The relationship is based on his terms. What do you think that means?
That he calls all the shots?
I guess so. He says where they're going to dinner and everything every day.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't. He constantly needs to know you love him. Do you love me?
Oh, that's...
Do you love me?
Have you ever said that?
No.
Okay,
Not seriously.
Not seriously.
He demands you block all your exes on social media.
That's appropriate.
That is appropriate. Yeah.
I don't know.
He wants to
Why
go...
are you talking to your exes anyways?
Well,
Is there some unfinished business?
I don't know. I don't have any exes on social media, but that's because I don't have many exes. So.
All right. Well, he's saying he demands, so you're telling the female.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or
that's
however
weird.
that works, significant other.
I guess it's just a lack of trust, probably.
Probably.
But anyway.
Prior damage.
He wants to go through all your phone messages. That's creepy. I don't even like touching Lindsay's phone. Like when she leaves it somewhere and I grab it and hand it to her.
Because you're worried that she might be assuming that you're
No,
going
it's
through her
just
messages?
it's her thing. It's her property. I don't like digging through it. So
Okay, that's nice.
he wants your email account information. Again, I do not want any of that crap. That's hers. She can focus on her email. I don't need to read all that. He's slowly isolating you from your friends.
Ooh.
That is a bad one.
That's a bad one.
You realize he has no friends. Uh-oh. Instead, he spends every waking moment in contact with you. He tags along on girls' night.
Oh.
Read the room, buddy.
That's disgusting.
I'm going to name this imaginary man, this clingy man, Derek. Stay in your lane, Derek.
All right. Let's see. Had a couple other things here. What stupid things are you allergic to? This is a good one for me.
Yeah, I want to hear some of yours.
So my things, melons,
Uh-huh.
bananas,
Okay.
pretty much any kind of flora or fauna that touches my skin will give me a rash. Even if I'm not allergic to it, if I go roll in the grass, of course I'm allergic to grass.
Sure.
I will break out in hives. So yeah, weird stuff.
That's no fun.
All right. So do you have any allergies?
I'm allergic to penicillin. That's kind of frustrating, but you don't encounter it. So.
Don't get an infection.
Yeah, they give you the hardcore antibiotics that just wreck you. So.
All right, the glue in Band-Aids. That's a popular one, I guess.
Okay.
The glue in Band-Aids.
All right.
People allergic to mosquitoes. I thought it was, one person says, I thought it was normal for the bites to be the size of a baseball, but apparently not.
I guess not.
I'm kind of that way, too. I wonder if I'm allergic to them. I would sooner be stung by a bee than bit by a mosquito.
Really?
Yeah, always.
I know there are different kinds of mosquitoes. I react differently to some of the different kinds. Some of them get bigger. Some of them don't even cause a bump.
And there must be something in your blood, or you're kind of smelly, or you eat too much garlic, because here in Maine, Jet's been really lucky. We can all three be out, and me and my daughter, we just totally get eaten up, and he's like not even worried about it. But sometimes when it gets really heavy, you've gotten. I know the other day you said they're attacking my hands.
Yeah,
they're in my hair.
They
they're
get
in my
so
hair.
bad. They call them the state bird in Maine. It's funny.
That's horrible.
Some of them are bad, but.
All right. Yeah. This one would be really upsetting for you, and I know you like to work with wood. Sawdust as a do-it-yourselfer. A guy says it kills me that I can't step foot into Home Depot without breaking out in
That
hives.
would suck. There are some species of wood that are more irritating than others. A lot of exotic species.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Grass. We kind of covered that one.
Yeah.
Cockroaches. Another weird one.
That would be an easy one to avoid, though. Just keep your house clean.
And here's somebody who developed an allergy to sand.
Huh. That's an interesting one.
They say they hate it because they used to love to go to the beach.
That would be awful.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Sand is everywhere too, so how do you avoid that? If wind starts blowing and you have to carry an EpiPen.
That's like the people that are allergic to water.
Yeah.
I've had that. I'm allergic to not all waters, but some waters.
Maybe
or
some.
whatever the place might be treating it with, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, shaving used to really, really suck. Tell us about it, Jet.
Well, I had it right here. I'm sorry.
That's all right. No worries. I wait for people all the time, but
Aw.
usually in traffic, not on the radio.
All right. So, good morning, fellow citizens. If there's one thing many of us have in common, it's that most of us will be shaving a body part or two this morning.
Maybe.
Good way to put it. Shaving is a pain in the butt, especially if you shave your butt. But at least you didn't have to worry about it before the invention of the razor. There's evidence that 20,000 years ago, sharpened rocks and shells were used for shaving by hunter-gatherer tribes. Since then, almost every culture in history has practiced the removal of facial and body hair. Native Americans used matching pairs of clamshells to pull hairs out one by one. Sumerians used tweezers, and the Egyptians had razors made of bronze.
Could you imagine if you were a guy and you had to tweeze your whole face?
No, I just wouldn't. I don't shave as it is. In the Arabian practice of threading, I've seen this before. A cotton string was used to encircle hairs one at a time and pull them out. Another approach involved rubbing with sandpaper like abrasives that had the side effect of also removing the outer layers of skin.
Oh.
Pleasant. I've seen the threading before. They do that at the mall sometimes. You seen that? Yeah, it's.
No, I haven't, but it sounds wrong.
it's like just a tweezer, but you turn the thread into tweezers. It's interesting.
All right. Now, some things to possibly annoy people.
Yeah.
First up, what Scott thinks about in the shower. I have no idea why that's so incredibly loud today.
Just wants to get your attention.
All right. First one I came up with in the shower today. If animals could talk, everyone would be vegan.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Poor Fido. Poor Fido.
Yeah.
All right. If you can touch your door while you're using the bathroom, you're probably not rich.
Well, I can't, but I'm not rich, so.
Well, the apartment you guys stuck me in, the door swings right up to the toilet.
Does.
So you got to keep pushing it away from you. And I noticed the last person must have put something there to keep the door from swinging to the toilet because it's all like scratched on the bottom.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, it'll come up right and hit you in the nose if you don't stop it.
You know.
All right. If you, let's see, your pet might have a name for you, but you'll never know it.
What do you call us, Mooch?
Stupid. Stupid humans that won't open the door and let me out.
That's true.
All right. Sound of crickets chirping at night in nature is peaceful. One cricket chirping in your house, torture.
That's true.
It is.
Yeah. How do they get in there?
Come through the door when you leave it
guess,
open?
maybe.
You got a little gap in the
Yeah.
bottom. All right. April Fool's Day works by relying on people forgetting. Then it's April Fool's Day.
I've always wondered why even bother?
Yeah. If humans never find a portal to another dimension, we'll probably, or if we ever find a portal to another dimension, we'll probably use it to get rid of trash.
Yep. Very human thing to do.
What can we put in here? Or take from it.
Some alien pokes his head through.
Yes.
Cut it out.
All right. Have a nice day is pleasantry, right? Have a nice day.
Yeah.
But have a nice life is passive-aggressive.
Have you ever heard there's an old Chinese proverb of, I hope you live an exciting life, and that's an insult?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you don't want them to have a peaceful life. You want it to be exciting.
Right to the death.
Yep.
That is very sad. Very, 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 very sad. All right. Bad poetry with Jet Timmons.
Ooh,
Let's
okay.
see. Let's do it again. Yeah, like this. Exactly. Oh, I found the loudness problem. Here we go.
All right, so here's some bad poetry for you folks. If you're at an end of summer sale and see a nervous creature, buying Rolaids, Tums, and aspirins too, it's probably a teacher. That's a good one.
It's horrible.
More bad poetry. I took one last trip to the beach, and boy was it a bummer. Just when my thighs start getting tan, we hit the end of summer.
Aw. Aw.
Oh man.
So sad.
It's
All
true,
right.
though.
It is true. Keep going here. What was this one? Sorry. Bear with me. Things you have to remember if you become a dog.
All right.
All right. So if you believe in reincarnation, I hear sometimes it can go backwards.
Yeah.
Haven't been very smart in this life. You might come back as a dog.
That would be awesome.
All right. If you come back as a dog, remember this. The garbage collector is not stealing your stuff.
Hey, I wasn't done with that.
You don't need to suddenly stand straight up when I'm lying under the coffee table.
Yeah.
Smack.
Bonk.
I will not roll my toys behind the sofa or under the bed.
Okay. Good to know.
I must shake the rainwater out of my fur before entering the house.
Not gonna happen.
No. I will not eat the cat's food before they eat it or after they throw it up.
Oh yeah. Gross.
And dogs will go into the litter box for a snack, too. And that's why
Yeah.
I don't have a dog. All right. I will not chew my human's toothbrush and not tell them.
Gross.
I will not chew crayons or pens, especially not the red ones. My people think I'm hemorrhaging. We do not have a doorbell. I will not bark each time I hear one on TV.
That's a good one.
I will not steal my mom's underwear and dance all over the backyard with it.
I do that now. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. A sofa is not a face towel. I've seen dogs do
Oh,
that, wipe their face on the
Yeah,
furniture.
we used to have those English Mastiffs, and they would get just snot on everything.
Jet has this problem. I'll not eat mint-flavored dental floss out of the bathroom garbage because I don't want to have that string hanging out my rear end.
I ask you to help me out one time, Scott. One time. Never let me
No.
live in town.
No, will not help you out with that. That's wrong. All right, will not come in the house outside and immediately drag my butt across the carpet.
Aw.
I've stopped that a few years ago. And suddenly turning around and smelling my butt makes people put me outside, so I'm not going to do that anymore either. All
That
right.
just sounds like a top 10 reasons not to get a dog.
All right, last one I have for this, hypochondriacs, okay? So paranoid people might just want to come out for about 2 minutes. It's not happy stuff, but they're all going to go sometime. So how will it happen to you if you're a hypochondriac, you're worried about dying? Odds of dying, you're not going to find this if you're looking for it. Okay.
Good to know, because I was looking.
It's my secret stash, okay? All right?
Oh,
Or,
keep some
or else it
secret
would follow yours. Secret stash. All right, first one, odds of dying. Shark attack, 300 million to 1.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Pretty good odds.
pretty good.
Roughly 40 people are killed every year from shark attacks, but that's
that-
pretty low number.
I think you have a higher chance of dying in a plane crash getting to where the sharks live.
Yes. It's true. A fairground accident, 300 million to 1. No, I'm not drinking. Despite safety measures, deaths do occur, often because fairgoers try something dumb like climbing out of a ride before it's over.
Okay. I've also heard that the carnivals, the traveling carnivals, are safer statistically because they break them down and put them back together, so they have more of an idea of what shape everything is in. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know either, because some of them, when you get to, it looks like really old stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, somebody was just telling me about a carnival that they had in their town. I'm not gonna name it. I don't want to get sued, but it's close, and it's in Washington. And they said the carnival equipment was actually very, very scary.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd believe it. I've sure seen some
and
creepy
not much
ones.
of it, and very old.
Yeah. One time at where I grew up, we had a carnival that came in and they had that big ring of fire where the roller coaster just goes in a big circle. And the roller coaster didn't break, but some rod on the actual track broke and flung itself down and almost hit a bunch of people that were standing in line, and it embedded itself like 3 feet into the ground. So that was spooky.
That is spooky. You know, there's been several. I love roller coasters too, but there's been several horrible roller coaster accidents.
Yeah.
Try not to think about that.
Well, I mean, you might as well get attacked by a shark, according to these statistics. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a falling coconut,
Okay.
250 million to 1.
All
Coconuts apparently kill around 150 people every year.
Wow.
Falling from a height of about 80 feet, they can build up an impact speed of 50 miles per hour.
Keep your eye out, Ron.
Yeah. Ron just bought some property in Hawaii with coconut trees.
Yeah.
Good idea. All right. 11 million to 1. A plane crash. Worldwide, they claim
Yeah.
about 1,300 people a year. You'd
Wow.
think it'd almost be more.
You would.
You and Lindsay are going on a big trip soon, and she said that before she goes on a trip, she always starts having horrible plane crash dreams.
Yeah.
And she said she's already started.
That's good.
Yeah.
She has crazy dreams.
Lightning, 10,000 to 1.
Wow.
Men are 4 times more likely to be struck than women. Why is that?
I'm not going to say it on the radio. Not going to say it.
Okay.
I had a joke, but it's not good.
Well, okay, good.
I'll tell you
good,
later.
because you already sent a couple. I was going to tighten up your filter.
Gotcha. We're tight.
4 times as likely. So I wonder what the real reason is, not Jet's dirty reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because they're taller, usually. Men are taller. That's my guess, but I don't know.
Most men.
Yeah, well.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, you and I excluded, but.
Yeah. Well, you're taller than me.
Yeah.
All right, snake bite. Oh, this one's a little easier. 3,500,000 to 1. They kill an estimated 25,000 people a year. More people die from snake bites in India than any other country in the world, with a total death toll estimated to, let's see, 10 to 12,000 annually.
So
Wow.
more people in India.
More people in India.
That makes sense. They got more venomous snakes.
They must.
Plus, they're always playing with them with the flutes.
Ooh, a cobra.
Yeah.
Good kind of car, bad kind of snake. Food poisoning, 3 million to 1. Every year, about 200 people die as a result of eating contaminated food, but
All right.
millions more just get sick.
Yeah.
Falling off a ladder, 2,300,000 to 1.
Okay.
A quarter of all falls happen off ladders.
Well, I believe it. Statistically, one of the most dangerous tools in a wood shop.
Yeah, I almost I actually did have a ladder come out from under me, but luckily I was able to hang on.
Yeah.
Train crash, 500,000 to 1. Public transport's still the safest way to travel.
Okay.
Now, road accident, 800,000 to 1. Now, this kind of seems surprising. Worldwide, over 3,000 people are killed in road crashes daily.
Okay, I was gonna say that seems low, but daily, no.
Daily.
That's a lot. If you
8,000 to 1. Those odds are way too good. You want some better odds?
Yeah.
Cancer, 5 to 1.
Well, that
130,000 people die every from cancer every year, of whom 65,000 are under 75. Most common killers: lung, breast, colon, and prostate.
What a way to go.
All right, heart attack or stroke, that's what I'd choose, 2.5 to 1.
That's the one you'd choose, huh?
Yeah, someone has a heart attack every 2 minutes.
Wow.
It's probably the most likely one for me.
I think that's the most likely one for everybody.
A heart attack or a stroke?
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
I have a lot of
2.5
family
to 1.
that has passed away from strokes, so it's
My brother.
yeah.
A Schlafman man, go early, so I'm living it up right now, because average lifespan of a Schlafman male is like 63. It's not looking good for Scott. So,
Well, you never know these
you
days.
never know.
It's
You never
hard to
know.
tell.
I
gonna
could,
pop
I
your
could
brain
be
in a
like,
clone.
I could become mostly machine.
Yeah, they're gonna pop your brain in a clone before then. So
Yeah. My dad did make it to 84, but
Oh,
he
okay.
was mostly machine.
yeah. Was he a stroke too? Or?
Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, that's always tough.
Let's see. I think it's time for trivia, and we only have one guest today, so all the questions are for you. But
All right, I'm not even gonna look for it.
I will post this that Jet is very well read.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Today, my idiot son-in-law, Jet.
Hello.
I'm asking a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
I
It just
know.
popped into my mind, and I thought, I could really do it up good. So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. As many as 720,000 bottles of this are produced daily on Avery Island in Louisiana.
Is that Coca-Cola?
No, just think Louisiana. What might be made there?
My second guess is hot sauce.
It is hot sauce.
Yeah.
In Vasquez, Tabasco.
Ooh, not a fan of Tabasco.
Didn't take you long. No, I'm not either. Didn't take you long to figure that out.
I'm a Cholula man.
All right. Michigan has more of these than any other state. Hint, they're outdoors.
The lakes.
Yes, but that's not the answer.
Okay. Trees?
No. More of these than any other state. I'm surprised. I can't believe they have more than Maine.
Oh, mosquitoes, bugs.
No. It's a structure.
Barns.
Lighthouses.
Oh. I don't know. Wait,
Is it because of the Great Lakes?
Yeah, okay, I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense. I was like, where in Michigan has lighthouses?
Aren't you landlocked? But no, Great Lakes.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can't believe they have more in Maine, because if you go up the coast of Maine, isn't there a lighthouse like every 10 feet?
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch here.
Yeah.
There used to be more, so maybe that's... Yeah.
If you're a friend with me on Facebook, I'll be posting some pictures from, I think, in fact, the drive's sitting around here somewhere, from my trip. And I got to take a picture of that really
The Cape
old,
Elizabeth one?
The really old lighthouse.
That's
Now, that one's not in use anymore, is it?
I think it is.
You think it is? It's
I
way
think
out
it
in the
is.
ocean. It looks pretty dilapidated.
I don't know. That one might not be.
But
the
they
one
got
I'm
because
thinking
they got that new nicer one
Yeah.
right on the cove.
I know the one right on the cove is a really popular spot. It's the most photographed lighthouse I think, in the world. And it's a
'Cause
very
it's easy
popular
to get
one.
to?
Yeah, Cape Elizabeth Lighthouse in Portland, Maine.
All right. About this far.
Yeah.
No, about this far. There you go. All right.
Still figuring out the
Yeah, I
line.
know. It's all right.
You usually have a buff for me, but not this time.
Because I'll have one buffer.
I know.
So I'm sorry.
Sorry, everybody.
All right. Spit screen is what it's really called. We failed to give Jet a spit screen, so I'll be washing that mic after the show. All right. In your body, this travels at the speed of 350 feet per second.
Your blood.
No.
Really? 350 feet per second.
It's something you basically receive probably across your neurons and stuff.
Like electricity, like electrical signals.
You're getting warmer.
Like
This
nerve?
travels at the speed of 350 feet per second across your nerves.
Something you like that. So something you feel. So either pain or
Pain,
Oh,
that's
okay.
it. Yeah,
Alright.
pain travels at 350 feet per second.
that's fast.
I was gonna have you lean forward.
Ouch.
Was that instantaneous?
Ouch.
But then you might hit me back, and that'd be horrible. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, he's just like Chuck yesterday. He's expelling demons.
That was actually one of my guesses. Was a sneeze. but
Yeah.
I wonder
Oh
how
yeah,
fast a
yeah.
sneeze goes.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
At one time, 10,000 of these in New York City were illegal.
Guns.
No.
Taxis.
No. Quite a while ago.
Like bars.
Bars will take that. Drinking establishments.
Okay.
All right. What do the stock market symbol for Kellogg, Ford Motor Company, and AT&T and Visa have in common?
They're all only one letter.
Really?
I think so.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ford is F. AT&T is T. I don't know the rest. Probably K.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah. I convinced Lindsay to put some money in Ford and AT&T a while back. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Good dividends.
All right. On your way to work today, you might pick up a Zarf. What is it?
A Zarf?
A Zarf.
Like a something from a gas station.
It could be a gas station. I'm guessing more likely Dunkin' Donuts.
Like
Just because that's the only one we have in town.
Is it just a coffee? A latte?
Part of it.
Okay.
But what's the Zarf?
Like a donut? I don't know what a Zarf is. That is
It's your paper sleeve on that cup of coffee. It's a Zarf. Like a
I
scarf,
would've
but with
never-
a Z.
I never would have guessed.
I know. It's horrible.
That,
isn't it?
that was a ringer. Scott put that in there.
Yep. Dirty,
Stumped
dirty,
me.
dirty, dirty, dirty. 8% of all people hit by lightning. Oh, we did that already.
Men are 4 times more likely to get struck by lightning.
Each year, hurricanes are assigned names. What was unique about 1979's Hurricane Bob?
That it was the second one with the B name.
No, it was the first hurricane given a dude's name.
Oh, I should have known that.
All right. What's useful about the sentence, my very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas?
I know that's like a mnemonic. It's that math equation or something. I remember.
Close. I don't think you'll guess this. The first letter of each word correlates to the sequence of the 9 planets in our solar system.
What is it again?
My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
Well, that's why pizza's Pluto. Pluto's not a planet. Not anymore.
No, I think it got its planetary status back.
I don't even. Quit changing your minds.
I know.
It's a
like
planet or
every
it's
month.
not.
Yeah. All right. Before taking the job as the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek was on a path to becoming what? And this is a Spy the Lie, okay? Roman gladiators gave product endorsements. A toothbrush is the item most forgotten by travelers. Which one's the lie?
What was the first one again? Alex Trebek wanted to be what?
A dentist?
Oh, a dentist. I see.
Which one's the lie?
I'm going to guess that first one. Alex Trebek. I don't think he wanted to be a dentist.
He didn't. That is
Okay.
the lie. So Roman gladiators gave product endorsements.
I would believe it, yeah. You're out there and you're like, I like this guy's olive oil. Now, enjoy the death.
And toothbrush. That one's easily true.
Yeah. Well, you just go to the Walmart but get another one.
All right. So I'm going to give you a term, and you reply with Hollywood if it's a real term used in Hollywood by filmmakers. Or if it's a bunch of hoo-ha, you can say
All right.
hoo-ha.
I see. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Call sheet.
That's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
what do you say?
Call sheet.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Hollywood or who? Okay.
Yeah, a call sheet is a listing of actors that will be required for which scenes and when they'll be required. All right.
Okay.
Change pages.
That's hoo-ha.
No, that's Hollywood. When a script is being edited during production, changes are distributed to the actors and the filmmakers on change pages, which are usually a different color than the regular page in the script. Pan and scan.
That one sounds like a Hollywood.
It is. Refers to the
Yeah.
technique of chopping off strips from one or both sides of a picture when displaying it.
Interesting.
Time code.
That sounds like a Hollywood.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. That is the electronic guide tracking, adding to film,
Yeah.
video, or audio material to provide a time reference for editing.
Right.
And glide shoot.
I'm going to say that one's hoo-ha.
It is hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good
Yeah.
job. You made it through those.
Never been to Hollywood. Well, I've been to Hollywood.
I've seen a lot of hoo-ha, though.
Seen a lot of it. Seems like Hollywood has enough hoo-ha for everybody.
All right. Another Spy the Lie.
Okay.
Coca-Cola's secret formula is codenamed Merchandise 7X. 34% of spouses say they keep money hidden from their husband or wife. 70% of the D's and F's given by teachers go to boys. Which one's a lie?
I think that last one, the D's and F's.
It's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're dumb guys.
Yeah.
Always have
okay.
been.
What's the lie then? Or do I have to guess?
No, the lie is 34% of spouses say they keep money
Oh.
hidden. It's over 60%.
Jeez.
That's a lot of cheating going
Why
on.
would you? Why? What's the point in hiding it?
You might want to leave.
I get. Maybe.
What is light as a feather but hard to hold?
Light as a feather, but hard to hold. A cloud?
I'm almost going to give that to you. It's actually your bad breath. Or breath.
Yeah. Sorry, I just drank a bunch of tea.
I don't know if you're breath. I was just saying that. It's radio. Strings and mirrors. Strings and mirrors. Strings and mirrors. Let's see. I think I got a couple more here. There are 28 doctors in the U.S. with the last name blank.
The last name? Dr. Spock.
No. 28 doctors living in the U.S. with this last name. And it's funny.
Is it funny?
Yeah. Because it'd be double.
Dr. Wachter?
No. Doctor.
Doctor.
And
Okay.
if Philip was here, he'd go doctor, and I'd go doctor.
Doctor?
Yeah.
There is a Dr. Wachter. I hear about him all the time on the news. He has something to do with COVID. I laugh. We're speaking to Dr. Wachter. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss MD.
Yes. All right. Each year in the U.S., approximately 80,000 people are bitten by what? 80,000.
A dog.
In the U.S., it is not a dog.
A shark.
It is not a shark.
Okay.
We kind of covered that.
Yeah,
Kind of high
I
because we
didn't
already
think it
covered
was a
there's only
shark.
like 40 shark bites a year. Bad guess, Jet. Bad guess.
I was just trying to tie it back. So
it
bitten
is.
by-
It is actually a doctor will tell you it is the worst bite you can get.
A cat. Or a human.
It is a human.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. A cat is the second worst bite
Yeah.
you can get. First, yeah. If you get bit by another person, they break the skin and you
Yeah.
bleed, and you do not seek medical assistance, you will die.
Yeah.
We have filthy mouths.
We do. Very
Filthy.
gross.
We're pigs.
Which is funny because we don't even lick ourselves. Well, most of us don't. I can't speak.
Well, no, we put our fingers in our mouth
True.
and we pick our
Yeah,
nose.
that is true.
Same thing. All right. Third of women do this at least twice a day.
Their makeup.
No, they complain about you, Jet.
That number's way too low. There's absolutely no way that only a third. Wow.
White House officials say it takes 8 hours to do this.
To
Something they have to do at the White House takes 8 hours to accomplish it.
to like do the original safety sweep, make sure everything's
Much simpler.
much simpler. Make breakfast.
Mow the lawn.
Yeah,
8 hours to mow the lawn.
it is a big place.
Fastest muscle in your body does what?
Is it your ear? Helps you hear?
I don't think that's a muscle.
There's a little muscle.
There's bones in there.
There's a muscle in there
Bones,
too.
an anvil, and a stirrup.
And I'm gonna guess your blink. It helps you.
It
blink.
is blink.
Okay.
It is blinking.
All right.
Good job. Good job.
Nice.
Look at how smart you are.
I'm getting about 40% of them, but
Okay. Let's see if you're paying attention. First one of these with a name was Bob.
the hurricane.
Yes.
Male named Hurricane.
And what year was it?
Oh Lord, that was like
I already said it on the air.
98.
Oh, no. 79.
Oh, okay.
79.
I was way off.
All right. You did good, though.
It's more fun when people make.
He was mostly listening. Look at that. We got sound effects that don't make your ears bleed now. Huh. All right, we're going to go to break, play you some news, and when we come back, we do not have local birthdays. I'm so sorry. If you have someone with a birthday happening today, post it on our Facebook page, all right? And we'll shout it out.
Yeah.
But we will be back with some goodies for you. Take a look at what's happening this weekend, a little bit of today in history, goofy holidays, and we always wrap up with today's odd news. Stick around at the Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW Chewelah, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW Chewelah.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, this is the news from rural America. With primary season winding down, focus turns to November's midterms. One Missouri candidate believes the overturning of Roe v. Wade by the Supreme Court played a role in her primary victory. How much the battle over abortion rights affects who wins is determined by a lot of factors. Currently, only 31% of state legislators are women, and most squeeze campaigning around their regular jobs.
I've got like 4 amazing employees, but I am the one running the day-to-day.
Missouri small bakery owner Kristen Radiker Schaefer is a 7th Congressional District Democrat on the fall ballot in Deep Red, Missouri, a district that has not elected a Democrat in 62 years. Committed to overcoming stereotypes, the 34-year-old believes her age and approach may appeal to some voters.
I've received a lot of positive feedback from people that are not super politically engaged because they're just tired of the toxic environment of politics right now.
The ongoing loss of local journalism means more than 2 newspapers disappear each week. One Texas small-town publisher is looking for someone to continue her family's legacy. Yasmin Sadi has more.
Lori Esel Brown's family has run the local paper in Canadian Texas for 75 years. Serving 2,400 residents, she became the editor, publisher, writer, and photographer of the Canadian Record when her father passed. Now ready to retire, she faces unexpected challenges in finding a successor.
Not enough people want to get into this profession, and maybe we need to do a better job of telling them what a great profession this is.
After months of unsuccessful efforts, including meeting with publishing groups, training younger journalists, and recruitment outreach, Brown still has hope. She's working with a local economic development group.
Every week I go through this thing where I think, what's going to happen if nobody's doing this? Every little thing about the newspaper that we do, what's going to happen if nobody does this?
I'm Yasmin Sadi.
Aging and transitions can take a serious toll. A recent study found that 45% of farmer and rancher suicides in the past 15 years were committed by people aged 65 and older. Compared to other occupations, this group has a higher rate of suicide. Here's Josie Rodolfi at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign.
They maybe have recently retired from farming. Perhaps they're not entirely sure what to do now.
The National Institute of Food and Agriculture has invested $25 million in a network to connect farmers and ranchers to mental health resources, says the program's Brent Elrod.
We've heard anecdotally for years in rural, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. That's all well and good, but you want to make sure that you're getting pulled up to a place where you're able to help somebody else.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
Welcome to 2022 Talks, where we're following our democracy in historic times.
The Department of Justice has indicated they think that it will reveal too many details about the scope of their investigation, and it may reveal those that are cooperating in the investigation or additional target.
Former U.S. Attorney and Executive Director of Right on Crime, Brett Tolman, on the FBI's search of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. A Florida judge on Thursday said he believes the affidavit used to justify the FBI's search of Mar-a-Lago should be partially released and has given the Department of Justice 1 week to provide a redacted copy of the document. Alan Weisselberg, who worked for decades as chief financial officer of the Trump family business, pleaded guilty on Thursday to 15 counts ranging from grand larceny to tax fraud to falsifying business records. He was accused of dodging taxes on lavish fringe benefits he got from the company. White House and health industry officials say they're moving some manufacturing of the monkeypox vaccine to the U.S. in an effort to speedily get more doses to communities. The move comes after criticism that the Biden administration has been slow to secure adequate supply. Secretary of Health and Human Services Javier Becerra says the decision is part of a new phase of efforts to stop the virus.
We will also now surge and target vaccines and treatments when and where that can be most effective.
The Senate Leadership Fund, a political action committee associated with Senate Minority Leader and Republican Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell, is reportedly investing $28 million in radio and television ads in Ohio in support of Republican Senate candidate J.D. Vance, who has been endorsed by Trump. Here's Vance campaigning earlier this week.
Go to a steel mill and see how much natural gas they use because you need high-quality natural gas to produce steel. That's true of nearly everything that is made in this country. It requires low-cost energy.
Vance is running against Democratic Representative Tim Ryan for retiring Republican Senator Rob Portman's seat. Former Ohio Democratic Party Chair David Pepper says state legislatures in states like Ohio are increasing their grip on power.
Because they can pass law after law and never be held accountable because they've created districts that they can never lose.
Finally, the Biden administration's student loan repayment freeze is set to expire in 2 weeks. Activists like Listra Small-Clouden are calling on the president to permanently cancel loan debt.
Although I achieved my academic goals, my success was short-lived because within my household, we have accumulated over $300,000 in student debt.
I'm Nadia Ramlagan for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our 8 trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.
We're back. Thanks for tuning in this morning. It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and my son-in-law to be, maybe, Jet Timmons.
Hey there, everybody.
Unless I take him out by the end of the show.
Yeah.
All right. Don checking in this morning. He answered one of our questions. He said pinball, and I don't remember what question that was referring to. So, Don, you were wrong.
Sorry, Don.
He says, nope, was Barr's New York band Pinball at some point.
I do remember. Okay, I do. I've heard of that. Bar's band Pinball.
So maybe he was wrong. All right. What? But in Prohibition, of course, drinking establishments were.
I think that's
banned.
why I think they went hand in hand. I think that's why they banned the pinballs because they put pinball places where people would drink. Who knows?
That's weird.
People are weird.
You know, when I was growing up as a kid, if somebody would have made pinball illegal, it would have ended my life.
I know it.
That's what we lived for, is the video games.
The pinball and the arcade games.
I spent so many quarters at the Chihuahua bowling alley. It was crazy because they had the little, you step down into the little back room, and it had a foosball table in there and a bunch of asteroids, all the old games in there.
Oh, yeah.
We spent a lot of quarters in there. All right, let's see. I don't see anybody posting some local birthdays for us, so we are taking off with Jet and celebrity birthdays for the 19th.
All right, former President Bill Clinton turned 76 today. Gerald McRaney is 75. Jim Carter from Downton Abbey fame is 74. Jonathan Frakes of Fact or Fiction Beyond Belief is 70 years old.
You're not even going to give him Star Trek credits?
I'll give him Star Trek. I just love that show. Peter Gallagher is 67. John Stamos is 59. Kira Sedgwick is 57. Kevin Dillon from Entourage is 57. A lot of 57s. Former MTV reporter Tabitha Soren is 55. Matthew Perry from Friends is 53. And Melissa Fumero from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is 40.
All right. You know, Jonathan Frakes went on to direct some pretty good movies.
He's a better director than he is an actor.
And I think his acting was mainly hurt by the way he walked.
Yeah. Well, the way he carried himself in general, too.
It was just odd.
It was.
It was odd. Could you please remove the stick? That's all I'm going to say.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Frakes.
All right. For tomorrow, we have news anchor Connie Chung. You can scroll ahead to Sundays. Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin turning 74. That's totally awesome. Thank you. Peter Horton from 30-something, 69. Weatherman Al Roker, 68. Amy Adams from the Superman movies, 48. Andrew Garfield from the Spider-Man films, 39. And singer, actress Demi Lovato is turning 30. Just a puppy.
Aww.
Yeah.
She's cute.
What do we have for Sunday?
For Sunday, August 21st, is Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City,
all right.
66. Carrie Ann Moss from the Matrix films is 52.
You know what I noticed about her? She looks better in leather. Just saying.
No comment. Alicia Witt from Law and Order, Criminal Intent / Sybil is 47.
Okay.
Google co-founder Sergey Brin is 45. Reality TV host Tarek El Moussa is 41. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss of the Winklevoss twins, who founded Connect You and hired Mark Zuckerberg to code it, are 41.
Okay.
Brody Jenner from The Hills is 39. Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt is 36.
I always found it funny that he's a sprinter and his name's Bolt.
I think that's part of his shtick, right?
Yeah.
Brooks Whalen from Saturday Night Live is 36. Hayden Panettiere from Nashville and Heroes is 33.
She's so cute.
She is.
You just want to pinch her cheeks.
She is a cutie.
All right, that takes us all the way through the weekend. We will move on to some history. All right, let me get back there. For today, 1921, Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry was born. Oh, I should have had some theme music. I hate it when I don't have the right theme music. All right, on to 76, when President Gerald R. Ford won the Republican presidential nomination at the party's national convention in Kansas City, beaten out by who?
I think it was Carter, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
All right, 1996, Miss Universe Joseph Alicia Machado Fajaro of Venezuela was told to lose 27 pounds or her crown.
That's silly.
Oh, they wouldn't get away with that today.
Not today.
No. All right, 2004, internet search engine Google went public.
Really?
Let's see, 2005, Jim Peterson, not the one from Chihuahua, and his deckhand were tuna fishing off the Oregon coast when the transmission seized up on their 38-foot, 60-year-old wooden troller. Peterson was able to get the boat running again, but only in reverse. Sounds like a boat I would have. The pair could have radioed the Coast Guard for a tow, but decided instead to head for port backwards. Top speed of 7 knots, cut in half, wrong way duo, sleeping off and on, made the trip back to land in 39 hours.
Why wouldn't you just call the Coast Guard? Why would you try? Whatever.
There's probably a fee to get towed.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do they have boat towing insurance?
I just wonder how much money they lost out on by not tuna fishing for 39 hours, you know?
They didn't want anybody to know.
I guess not.
All right, 2006, team of Australian scientists launched a multi-million-dollar project to fight global warming through a reduction in bovine flatulence.
Oh, okay.
Goal was to breed cows that produce more milk with less methane excretion. And now, we've discovered that if you put a little bit of seaweed in the cow's diet, they stop farting.
I have heard that, yeah. There's some farms that use that methane to make electricity, too. I've heard of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have giant balloons attached to the back of your cow to capture the methane?
No, I think they collect all
off the silage.
The stuff, yeah,
Okay.
the silage, and then they cap it and get
silage.
it from there. Yummy.
I was camping beside a farm one time by accident. It was just, they didn't tell you at the campground at 5 o'clock the silage smell was coming into the camp. And I was like, oh, my God, that's horrible. What's that smell? And the guy in the camper next to me said, that's the smell of money, my friend.
Yep.
Really? What kind of money smells like that? You need to give it a bath.
Need to launder your
I'd
money.
wash it. Yeah, launder that money. All right. 2008 Reno, Nevada fire investigators found an unusual cause of a blaze that damaged a home. Spider killing. Officials say a teenager was using fire to kill spiders when he accidentally set a fence on fire that also burned part of his home. The fire burned through a wall and damaged a kitchen ceiling before firefighters put it out. Did you see the picture of the spider?
No.
From
Oh,
yesterday?
yeah, I did. That big old yellow and black one.
I got to post that on Facebook, too.
Spooky.
It was
big.
half of a tarantula,
I mean,
yellow and black like a bee.
It was probably about the size of a...
It was scary looking.
Yeah, it's probably about the size of a Kennedy $50 if it spread it out all
Yeah,
its legs.
totally,
Yeah, it was
easily.
big.
It was very scary, totally harmless.
Yeah.
And it looked like the most nasty
did.
spider ever.
Yeah.
Ah, spiders!
I guess its main diet is mosquitoes, though, so it
Yeah.
can stay.
Yeah,
As
yeah. I
spooky
put them
as
back.
it
I
is.
put them
Yeah.
back in the grass,
Right.
but I didn't want them in the pool. 2020, Apple became the first U.S. company to be valued at $2 trillion, just 2 years after it reached $1 trillion in valuation.
That's crazy. So it took when did Apple start? In the 70s? So it took 90 years to get to not 90 years, but it
Long
took
enough.
that long to get to 2 trillion, 1 trillion, and then
Yes.
2 years to double that.
Yes.
How does that work?
I don't know. Awful fast.
I guess you make money by having money.
Something's fishy here.
Yeah.
All right, more. It happened today, but it's for Saturday, 1804. Lewis and Clark Corps of Discovery, exploring the Louisiana Purchase, suffered its only death when Sergeant Charles Floyd died, apparently from acute appendicitis.
Ah, too bad.
Yeah, not when you're walking everywhere.
No.
And no help for you.
Nope.
All right, 1866, Andrew Jackson, the president at the time, formally declared the U.S. Civil War over. 1920, first commercial radio station, 8MK, now WWJ, began operations in Detroit, Michigan. Everything on this side of the Mississippi gets a W.
Yeah.
All right. 1969, all four Beatles were together in the recording studio for the final time as they finished the album Abbey Road.
Interesting.
All right, 1977, we launched Voyager 2, another unmanned spacecraft like the one we launched yesterday.
yeah.
This one carried a 12-inch copper phonograph record containing greetings in dozens of languages, samples of music, and sounds of nature. We sent it off into space.
Yeah. We also sent it on there as a map of how to find the
Us?
Earth. That's a bad idea, in my opinion, but hey. In the
Look,
70s, who cares?
Look what we captured. We have in the bay. Food.
It was so nice.
A map to food.
So nice of them to send us a dinner menu here. And some music to listen to.
All right. Let's see. 1997, 88-year-old man had to be rescued twice from a burning hotel in Ontario because he went back in to get his teeth.
Oh, man. Let him go.
Expensive teeth. Researchers in 2008 said guys with bulldog-like faces were more attractive to women. Oh, you lucky guy.
Wow, okay. I'll take it.
The study of the skulls of human ancestors and modern humans found that women, and thereby evolution, selected males with relatively short upper faces. Among the men who fit the bill, Will Smith and Brad Pitt.
Okay. All right.
I would think Will Smith's slappiness and those big ears would have disqualified him.
The ears, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some big ears.
And the slap.
And, nobody else talks about the size of his ears. I'm stuck on it.
I think he definitely thinks about it.
All right. Sorry. Just a little joke.
I don't think anyone is mad about that.
2015, and a date that will go down in infamy as well. 30 students at West Point Military Academy were injured in a mass pillow fight.
Oh, good. It's good to know that our soldiers are can
get some exercise and draw things in the sky.
Yeah.
All right. For Sunday, first of 7 debates between U.S. candidates Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas were held in Ottawa, Illinois, 1858.
Wow.
The first debate?
The first debate.
Wow. All right, 1912, Arthur Eldred became the first Eagle Scout by earning 10 badges of his choice and 11 specific badges.
Huh. Interesting.
All right.
And they weren't as easy back then to earn.
I'm proud. I've helped several Boy Scouts get their communication badges by touring the radio station.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I was never, my mom didn't let me be an Eagle Scout. So.
1959, Hawaii, the 50th state in the Union.
All right. Interesting.
Let's see, 2000, rescue efforts to reach a sunken Russian nuclear submarine ended with divers announcing none of the sailors had it survived. Sad. All right, 2003, most prestigious theater in Rio de Janeiro. A Brazilian director dropped his pants on stage and mooned the audience after it booed his current production.
Yeah, okay.
It didn't have the effect he wanted because the audience cheered.
I would.
It's the highlight of the show. Kind of like this one if we did that for you on Facebook.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We're not gonna, no.
Don't worry.
No. After 108 years, a message in a bottle put in sea by UK Marine Biologists Association was announced found on a beach in Amrum, Germany. It was 2015. It was a 108-year-old bottle.
Wow. So that would have been, what would that been? That would have been 1907.
And when you pulled out the message and read it, it said, wow, you might as well forget it now.
That's funny.
It's been 108 years. It ain't happening. All right. We're going to go on to Goofy Holidays, and there's a lot of them to take us through the weekend. Jet, do you want to kick it off with the ones for today? We were making fun of this earlier.
It's
the worst kind of monkeypox. It's the next.
It's the orangutan day.
It's the next version. You do that really well.
Well, when I had my beard, people would say I looked like an orangutan. So, here's another one we were talking about today earlier too. It's also this guy's birthday. Talk like Jar Jar Binks Day. Misa no like that.
Misa no like that either.
But it's that actor's birthday. So.
All right.
Aviation Day. So go fly your planes, everybody.
Unless you're Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and stay home. Or John Travolta.
Does he wreck planes too?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
guess
that.
John Travolta too. I guess sometimes he gets invited to fly commercial flights. Like sometimes he'll show up in an airport and they'll say, "Oh, you want to fly this big 747?" And he'll do it.
Really?
That's what I was told. I don't know if that's true. But...
let's fact check, Jet.
Yeah.
All right.
Hot and spicy food day. I love hot and spicy food.
Ooh.
And you're gonna need this with all that hot and spicy food. Kool-Aid Day.
It's bad for you. Don't give kids your Kool-Aid.
I still like it. Men's Grooming Day.
You need some work.
I tried. I was going to last week, and Lindsay cried.
She don't like it when you shave off
She
your
does
beard,
not
does she?
like the beard being gone. Yeah. Potato Day. Everybody, our Idaho listeners.
Now, if I was you, I would not shave off that beard.
Why is that?
Because everybody she's dated has had a beard.
I know.
So they could end the relationship.
She really did start to cry on Sunday. I pulled out the clippers, and she did start to cry a little bit. She's like, I really want you to keep the beard. So
all right. She's keeping the beard.
Yeah, sorry to embarrass her if she's listening.
All right. So possible breakup if you.
No,
okay.
She wouldn't. I don't think she'd go that far.
Okay.
But
right. Just checking.
Definitely crosses her mind. She's like, all that junk that guy puts me through, and now he shaves off that beard of his.
Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, you find that she's taped a Duck Dynasty photo over your face.
Prosthetic beard. She spent all night putting it on there. What is this?
Fake beard.
Oh, man.
All right.
So what did I say? Men's Grooming Day, Potato Day, Sandcastle, and Sculpture Day.
People are going to really disappointed we didn't make fun of the other one, but that'd be inappropriate.
I think so.
Me too. All right.
Soft Ice Cream Day.
Ooh.
So go enjoy some soft ice cream. World Humanitarian Day and World Photo Day. Some of those a little more lackluster than the others, but.
All right, you got a bunch more on Saturday.
Yep. So Day of Medical Transporters, Geocaching Day. If you've ever done that, that's a lot of fun. Homeless Animals Day.
Oh, that one's so sad.
That is sad.
That's horribly sad. All right.
Bacon Lovers Day. Bacon's overrated.
Oh, no, it's not.
I think it is. I like bacon.
People like bacon.
I don't like it on things. Chocolate Pecan Pie Day.
Oh, that sounds totally disgusting.
Yeah. Lemonade Day, which is funny because the day before it was Kool-Aid Day.
Okay.
Radio Day. Look
All
at
right.
that.
It's Radio Day, and I might have a sound effect. I hope it is. Let's. Could be something bad.
Let's see.
Let's make sure I can get to the delay. Okay, here we go. No, it's just static.
Just static. For the Radio Day, it fits. World Honeybee Day and World Mosquito Day. Don't know why they piled those two on top of each other.
Actually, the one I was looking for was from Star Trek, Wrath of Khan.
Oh, yeah.
When Ricardo Montalban, it's like one of the best movie drops ever, and he says, "Let them eat static."
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Just the static, though.
Just the static, though.
All right, and then Sunday, you've got Senior Citizens Day. Sorry, I don't think y'all need a day, but...
Yeah, we do.
You've had a whole life.
All right.
Spumoni Day. Don't know what Spumoni is. And Poets Day.
He's going to, take Senior Citizens Day away from the old people because they've had a full life.
You've had an entire life of
Oh,
days.
my gosh.
You've had a day for every year of your life, I bet.
Wow. Wow, that's horrible.
Sorry,
That's
sorry,
right.
senior folks. I really don't.
I'll forgive you.
I don't have that.
I
strong of
forgive
an
you,
opinion.
sort of.
I don't think Scott's a senior anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I definitely qualify for all senior discounts now.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Do you try?
Because they've made that 55.
Oh, that's too young.
I
That's
would
not a
think so.
senior anymore.
But hey, I'm taking advantage of the discounts. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
There you go.
All right.
Well, that's all the days.
All right. We have a number for the day, and that's 18,000, and that's the number of law enforcement agencies in the United States, which, strangely enough, also have to be searching for you.
Yeah. Yep, they are looking for me.
They are looking for you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. We got a few minutes before we head to today's news. Let's see what's happening at the theaters. Now, on television over the weekend, let's see. I don't see any WWE Friday Night SmackDown tonight.
Oh, okay.
Have you watched professional wrestling in your life?
No. I have some friends that do it. But
had you watched it as a child?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah. My mom was really opposed to violence. She didn't even let me watch Tom and Jerry growing up.
Wow, that doesn't even sound like fun.
It doesn't. It wasn't.
All right. In theaters and streaming this weekend, Beast. All right. As a father and his two teenage daughters find themselves hunted by a massive rogue lion intent on proving that the savannah has but one apex predator.
Oh, there can only be one.
Ooh. Dragon Ball Superhero. This is in theaters in the IMAX.
All right.
The Red Ribbon Army from Goku's past has returned with 2 new androids to challenge him and his friend.
All right.
Well, movies are getting weird.
Yeah.
COVID ruined everything.
It really did. Well, okay.
It ruined dating.
My opinion
ruined
is
movies.
I think movies have been on the downswing for a long time.
I didn't think so. I thought they were on the upswing.
By the time they made that second Avengers, I was tired of it.
Man.
That's an unpopular opinion, though.
All right. Another boring movie, The Immaculate Room.
Okay. What's the plot for that one?
Secrets and private demons emerge when a seemingly perfect young couple competes for a $5 million prize by isolating themselves in an empty white room for 50 days. No phones, no family, and only the room trying to break their resolve.
All right.
This
Okay.
one does not sound healthy at all. Orphan, First Kill.
Okay.
All right, it's theaters and on demand. After orchestrating a brilliant escape from an Estonian psychiatric facility, Esther travels to America by impersonating the missing daughter of a wealthy family.
That's a true story. There was really a woman with.
Why do they call it First Kill?
I don't know.
That doesn't even seem nice.
I know. I don't know.
All right, spin me round. This show will make you dizzy.
Okay.
No. Woman wins an all-expense trip to a company's gorgeous institute outside of Florence and is also the chance to meet the restaurant chain's wealthy and charismatic owner. She finds a different adventure than the one she imagined. Spin me around, guaranteed to bore you and your date.
That sounds even more boring than the movie about being in the white room.
All right, not even one of these sounds exciting.
Not a single one.
All right, this one may be a little better. All right, The Territory. When a network of Brazilian farmers sees a protected area of the Amazon rainforest, a young indigenous leader and his mentor must fight back in defense of the land and an uncontacted group living deep within the forest. Now, that actually sounds okay.
That sounds okay. Did you see that the new Predator movie? What do they call it? Prey?
Yeah,
you didn't like it?
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I really liked it.
You really liked it?
Yeah.
All All right. Maybe I'm just overdone with the Predator stuff, too.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how I felt before I watched it, but when I saw it, I was really into it. I liked it.
All right. Quick story here. Obvious. Binge watching leads to poor sleep quality.
In other news, water is wet.
All right. It says, fill in the blank. Binge watching leads to A, larger muscles, B, poor sleep quality, C, soft, shiny hair. If you said B, you're smarter than the researchers of the University of Michigan who felt it necessary to see what binge watching TV shows does to us. They discovered it leads to poor sleep, fatigue, and insomnia. Netflix is going to try some soap operas. Get ready for that.
Good. That's exactly what they need, is more original content.
Now, a fairly decent movie on Netflix, Gray Man, $200 million Netflix action movie starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. You know, Captain America, Chris Evans. Ended up spending a grand total of 8 days at the top of Netflix top 10, and so far has accumulated 245 million hours of viewing time. That's good to make it the fourth most watched film in the history of Netflix, behind Red Notice, Don't Look Up, and Bird Box.
Okay.
Pretty well clued in on all the lame entertainment this weekend. I hope there's something going on closer to you, or you might get stuck with Luke Wilson and Legally Blonde 3, which no one needs to see. I'm not even going to tell you how to find it. Let's see. Owen Wilson got a mysterious text message from Marvel. Few studios can boast that they have security as tight as Marvel. After all, superhero movies are very serious business. In a recent interview with comicbook.com, Loki star Owen Wilson shared how he upset someone at Marvel before the first episode of the show aired. He said, "I let it slip that I'm wearing a mustache as Agent Mobius. Wow. And I got an ominous text saying, strike one. And I don't know who it was from." Okay. We looked into it, and we think it might have been Kevin Feige using a burner phone or something, but that was never confirmed.
Spoiler alert. No one cares, Kevin. Wow.
All right, let's see. What are you wowing about?
I was doing my Owen Wilson impression. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Let's see. Brad Pitt and his Make It Right Foundation, who were sued in 2018 over shoddy homes they built in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, settled his lawsuit for $20 million.
Wow.
Program's 107 homeowners will be eligible to receive $25,000 each as reimbursement for previous repairs.
So not enough for a new home, but, you know.
Residents of homes built by the Make It Right Foundation sued the Oscar winner and his associates for defective design and building practices, breach of contract, and fraud. Wow. While the actor was the face of the organization, helping to raise millions of dollars to construct the homes that were sold for around $150,000 each, he passed on the day-to-day responsibilities to the foundation, only stepping back in to assist when Make It Right proved itself to be incapable of keeping up the defective homes, which ultimately led to the lawsuit. Wouldn't you be sad to be hooked up with all that?
Yeah. I remember watching that as a kid. I remember watching the news reports of him going out and doing that. Yeah.
Are you that young?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Hurricane Katrina, that was...
quite a while ago now, right?
I was in 5th grade, so I think 2005, 2006.
Wow.
So almost 20 years ago.
He's just a child, ladies and gentlemen. Cut him some slack.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this and wrap up today's show.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, we always start off with our news attack, where the first part is true and the second part is a horribly written joke. All right, are you with me, Jet?
I am with you.
All right, would you like to start off the news attack?
Absolutely. A study found that many kids feel the key to happiness is their relationship with their parents, especially if they own a convertible.
And especially if they let you borrow it.
Yeah.
All right, listen to the hum. And it's gone.
Very good.
That's weird. I'm installing a new mixing board this
Are ya?
weekend. Yeah, there's something wrong.
It's too bad that other one didn't
Well,
work.
it took us a couple days to figure out where it was coming from, and it was here from Maine. All right. Time flies. The total solar eclipse was 5 years ago this Sunday. All right?
Really?
Yeah, I missed it. It happened when Judge Judy was on. Can't pass her up.
Can't.
Just because I think she's so hot. That was a joke.
That's a joke.
This is a bad
Clearly
joke.
a joke.
Clearly a joke. All right, next.
According to a survey, it's not uncommon for Americans to wear underwear for several days without changing. I beg to differ. If underwear is worn several days, you can bet it's going to undergo some changes.
Very bad. Bad changes.
Some fungus.
84-story residential skyscraper in Manhattan has the title of most slender skyscraper in the world. Oh, most slender. It's so skinny, if you eat a large restaurant meal, you're not able to return to your apartment for 24 hours.
We got weight limits here. Why would you call it slender? AAA says the average cost of owning a new vehicle is currently $894 per month, including the cost of fuel, insurance, and maintenance, licensing, and depreciation. As well as the air fresheners you hang from the mirror.
Yeah, they're getting expensive, too.
Yeah, they are. You got to pay for good smells.
Job applicants who drink alcohol are perceived as less intelligent and less hireable by American employers, so be sure to delete the drinking accomplishments section from your resume.
That's a good 2/3 of it, though.
And your Facebook page, too. Better hide those posts.
Yeah. Kids are heading back to school. Here's a back-to-school tip for all you moms out there. If you find a large canvas bag on the floor and it looks like it's trying to flip over, you need to get your kid a smaller backpack.
What's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, look, there's a kid under it.
Oh, good.
Researchers say people with simple, common, shorter first names have more success in life. Jet.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's proof. Everyone's heard of Tom Hanks. No one's heard of his older brother, Ezekiel Baba.
Ezekiel Baba.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'd believe it.
All right.
Ezekiel Baba Hanks.
Wacky but true. We don't add any jokes to these stories because they are totally self-contained by the person who committed the crime or the stupid act. We kick it off with Jet again.
Yep, wacky but true. Court granted woman divorce over lack of toilet. A woman in India was granted permission to divorce her husband because he would not build a toilet in their home. Come on, man.
Come on.
The woman in her 20s has been married for 5 years, but had been forced to relieve herself in nearby fields. Indian law only allows divorce in limited circumstances, such as domestic violence or proven cruelty. The judge in her case said being forced to do your business in an open field is a form of torture. Well, this next one. This is.
You know, I like going into an open field to do my business.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I look around and I say this.
Hey! Have you seen these toilets? They're ginormous!
Biggest toilet ever.
The biggest toilet on the planet.
Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. All right, this one's aimed at you.
Yep.
Oh, man. Arlie Gianni of Conway, New Hampshire, screamed and kept saying, "Get out of the house! Get out of the house!" And that was after her son came running into her bedroom shouting, "Mom, there's a bear in the living room!" Bear had come in through the garage and eventually retreated there from Gianni's shouting. It stayed in the garage for another 20 minutes, fully trashing it. Johnny had made chicken rice casserole for dinner with extra garlic.
Just the way I like it.
And thinks that was what attracted the bear. She joked, "I will make it again, but not so much garlic."
Oh,
It's the
man.
same thing I tell you all the time.
It's true.
Not so much garlic. He'll fry up the garlic ahead of time, and our two apartments are separated like by a breezeway shed thing, but still somehow the garlic wafts into my house.
Yeah, bad ventilation.
Bad ventilation.
And it smells so much worse over here than it does over there. It
Why is that? It's like it collects something on the way over,
Picking something up.
or is that the aged garlic smell?
I don't know.
I don't know, but here's kind of the way I feel about it.
What is that smell? Oh,
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
God, no, it smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food. Oh, excuse me.
You know, desire smells like that to some people.
You are a good cook, though. I will
try.
give you that. I
Just
will give
too
you
much
that.
garlic.
Just too much garlic.
Aw.
All right.
All right.
Let's keep going with
yep.
things that smell.
A man was stopped after allegedly stealing 6 bottles of corn remover medicine from a drugstore in the UK. When confronted, the man and a security guard got into a scuffle, and the man got away, but not very far. The suspect was unable to run away because of the corns on his feet.
Oh.
Aww.
Were those like full ears of corn or something else?
Gross.
Full ears of corn on your feet. All right, here we go.
Run, Forrest, run!
I got too many corns,
Or like that
Jedi.
guy earlier from Yellowstone without the foot.
He was just trying to get the corns off.
I didn't know the poo was so hot.
Oh, here's the one you were referencing earlier.
Yes. It's mine. Deputies in Spokane County, Washington. Oh, so close to home. While these deputies in Spokane responded to a report of a burglary in progress at the Church of the Nazarene, it's just past 3 a.m., and someone from the church who had access to interior security cameras described the man wearing a mask and looking for electronics. Sure enough, a deputy saw the man climbing out a window, and deputies put him at gunpoint and ordered him to continue climbing out the window and surrender. Grant M. Simpson did as he was told, but before deputies could move in, backup arrived in the form of a skunk, which decided that it should spray Simonson.
Oh, man. Good to know.
The report concludes that Simonson was taken into custody without further incident, but would you really want to put him in the back of your car?
No. Tie him up on top.
No, we wouldn't want to do that at all.
Does it smell good enough for you in there? How do you like the smell? Is it good?
And now a word from the skunk.
Well, revenge is a feast best served immediately.
Oh, man. All right, here's the last one.
Love it.
Florida deputy in Marion County spotted a stolen vehicle and started following it, but before backup could arrive, the driver took off, speeding through stop signs and red lights. Before the driver pulled into a residential area, jumped out, and started running. The deputy did have his own backup, though, Canine Officer Jax, with an X, who easily caught up to the running driver and chomped down on the part closest to its mouth, the driver's butt.
Oh.
The man was handcuffed and taken to jail.
And after Scooby took a bite of his rump, he had this to say.
Could you rub my butt? Could you rub it? Please rub my butt. Back here, rub my butt. Please rub my butt.
Ah, poor guy.
Boy, poor cops.
Yeah.
Between the skunks and that.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Wow. Rough day on the job. rough day. All right. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Thanks for putting up with the stupidity.
Oh, it's always good.
I want you to have a great weekend. You got some more hot weather coming your way. Sorry about that. A little reprieve next week, though. All right. And don't forget, today you have our wonderful Chihuahua Farmers Market. Starts at 11 and goes till 3:30. Right? Happening in the Chihuahua City Park if you're new to town. And check out our Farmers Market. It is an awesome one. Other than that, I'm Scott.
This is Jet.
And you keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. Real quick, Jet, thank you for filling in for, I guess it was perfect that you were here.
Yeah.
We had, filling in for Phillip and Michelle.
Thank you.
And then next week you're back on Thursday for Three Amigos Thursday again.
I'm excited.
Now, you filled in on a Thursday before when Chuck was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, Alan's on vacation.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, and so you'll get to do it with me and Chuck.
That's very good. I'm excited.
Always a fun time. We leave you with these important words, and you be safe.
Not so fast! Public news team is taking a break from its pledge drive. No commercials, no mercy! Yeah!